Hi everyone, I'm Any New Province and I just finished up the league with Radical Archer. Sometimes it is enough to just trigger your Alchemists and Archers with draw spells instead of burn spells. You can tap your opponent's creatures with Sonic Assaults by clicking on the timestamp for each match in the description down below. While you're down there, if you wouldn't mind liking the video and subscribing to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. It's a great way to let me know you've enjoyed everything and it really encourages me to keep making great Pauper content. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the league. All right, we're on the plate. That's good for us. That's good for us because we set up in the first couple of turns. This hand, unfortunately, I think is a mulligan. We do have a lot of accelerators. We might be able to find another land with Faithless Looting, but if we don't find blue mana or our second land drop, we're just so dead. And if it's not an untap land on turn 2, I don't think it's worth it. This would be pretty good, but let's mulligan. All right, this is a little bit better. We have some card draw. We have an accelerator, Fiery Temper. We do have Faithless Looting in hand, but we don't have access to our second red mana, so I'm going to bottom this. And we'll play an Evolving Wilds. Go look for a mountain on turn 1. Xbox One X. They're going to go all the way here soon, and it's going to be like an anagram from one side to the other somehow. Xbox X1, Xbox XL. Looks like we might be playing up against Boros Monarch. So the most difficult part about Boros Monarch is just how many removal spells they have. We are really trying to win off of Firebrand Archers and Thermal Alchemists and stuff. So we'll see how well they can interact with all that nonsense. Pretty nice here. We can snap off Faithless Looting. Depending on what we find, we don't mind pitching either of these. They are going to Firebolt right away. Okay. So if we're going to play against a million removal spells deck, which is pretty typical of Pauper decks, really, but maybe you shouldn't have even played that island, but we'll see. A couple more lands. I wouldn't mind another red source. So I'm going to pitch a Radical Idea and Island here. Wish I would have played this or waited, but I don't mind having a cantrip this turn either. All right, we'll pass. What's up, Captrist? Yeah, how you doing? Here I am. Is 8 a lot? 8 pingers? Is that what you mean? Zindox. What's up, Airy Goal? Well, I am a big advocate of a good night's sleep. So if you... Ooh, Squadron Hawk. So this might be that tokens list or maybe one of those... maybe one of the rights decks. But we saw Firebolt, so I assume it's the Seeker of the Way deck. So we got to hold on to this Lightning Bolt until it can nab a Seeker of the Way. Hopefully. See if our opponent gets all 3 and has to discard to hand size. They get all 3. Oh, they had a land. Dang it. Oh, burn spells. Probably not enough burn spells, honestly. This deck draws cards. It doesn't burn people out. So we'll play Thermal Alchemist and Evolving Wilds. Hopefully they don't have a removal spell for this one, but they very well may. They are able to do so. I don't know if I want to go get another red source here or not. Maybe I do. Faithless Looting, okay. Yeah, this is one of the bully decks. So I won't be blocking the Straven Inspector if that's the case. And we will hold on to this for Seeker of the Way. Although hopefully we can kill them before they go super wide. That would be ideal. And hopefully they can't just burn all of our accelerators. All right, so just like I said, no blocks on Thraby Baby. Because we don't want them to be able to blow us out with a Firebolt here. And the 1 damage shouldn't be super relevant. It's not right now, anyway. All right. Taking 2. And Thraben Inspector, all right. Gets a clue. Hopefully they miss their land drop. That would be kind of nice. And Sacred Cat gets embalmed. Okay, so they must have pitched that. Yeah, the life gain is going to be problematic, but we'll wait until this is a big issue before we do anything. All right, there you go. Have a good sleep, man. You are your own human being, so do as you will. Ooh, gosh. Okay. So Thermal Alchemist will ping. We will tap a couple of blue mana and gush. Because we can replay the land drop anyway, and it's not going to get countered here. We do need a bit more action. There's Brainstorm. I don't know if I want to... No, I guess I could fire it off here. I might just flashback Radical Idea. Kind of happy to have Yeah, I think I'm going to flashback Radical Idea, pitching an island. We wouldn't mind hitting another accelerator for this turn. Maybe tap land. Let's go tap land. Ari Gold? Ari Gold. We got a Fiery Temper. That's interesting. Maybe for next turn, we'll combine it with Faithless Looting. So we're just going to play an island, and I think say go. I'm not really worried about Prismatic Strands protecting this if we point something at it. Got a couple of Lightning Bolts if we do see Seeker of the Way, but we might, where we have Fiery Temper in hand too, we might just start sending Lightning Bolts at our opponent's face. So that's 9, 12 damage that we can represent just like this. We're just going to take it. If they have a pump spell, we have instant speed removal. So we're down to 12. They're up to 21. 6 cards in hand. A couple of clues on board. Let's see what this is. Flashes back Faithless Looting. Okay. Not a super big deal. I think I'm going to fire off 1 Lightning Bolt here. I think that would be best. I might Brainstorm. I guess getting Brainstorm locked, you do still have a look at the top 2 cards. I don't really want to put any of these away either. I kind of like all these cards. All right, so we'll Thermal Alchemist you. And I think we will Brainstorm. Untap Thermal Alchemist. Look at some cards. Okay, another Alchemist is good. And we probably want this preordained so that we can get rid of Radical Idea. And the way our mana is shaping up, this Fiery Temper is going to be kind of difficult to cast. So we'll put Fiery Temper back. And Alchemist you. I guess we're getting the Fiery Temper. What's up, Necromon? Oh, yeah. Lots of fun. So where we're getting that back, I think I am going to bolt them here. Untap Alchemist. I'm going to hold the other one. We want instant speed removal for when they have Seeker on board. How's it going, PauperRBust? Oh, you know, man. Just trying to Alchemist them out. So we'll draw for turn. I think this turn is going to be play another Thermal Alchemist, preordain, leave up a Lightning Bolt. So let's, well, we might want to preordain first. We might hit Firebrand Archer. So let's preordain. Ping you. Can't miss any of those valuable pings. Scry 2. I think we're going to bottom this. I think we're going to top Faithless Looting for next turn to go with our Fiery Temper. So we'll top this. Play out Thermal Alchemist. And pass the turn, leave up Lightning Bolt. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage in hand. So we're going to put it, we can put our opponent down to a virtual 3. With 3, I guess we need 3 red for that. A little unfortunate. I guess I did discard a red source not that long ago. I like holding up Lightning Bolt because they could have instant speed interaction, and I don't, or they could have like a pump spell or something here to kill us, and I really don't want them to be able to do that. But we don't have them on a fast enough clock. Them killing Firebrand Archer has definitely been an issue. So we'll see what their turn looks like. I think double Rally the Peasants still kills us, and they have 6 mana here. They're going to swing with everything. Sure. If they have Rally the Peasants, I think we're dead, but I think we have to handle it. Our Alchemists will still die. Yeah, we can't let our accelerators die. We just can't. All right, they let it go. We take 4. So we're going to live to fight another turn. There's Seeker. Okay. Sacred Cat. All right, so it's pretty much got to be over these next couple of turns or we lose, more or less. Yep. And they're going to pass. Okay, so we'll ping them, and I'm going to try to remove the Seeker. We'll see if we can't figure out a way to do that. So Lightning Bolt Seeker of the Way, because we're probably going to use all of our red mana next turn. So we'll see if they have 2 instant speed spells to deploy here to pump it up out of range of our Lightning Bolt. And if they do, then we're in a lot of trouble. They have Strands. Okay. So they protect their Seeker, and they have a way to fog our burn spells next turn as well. Which probably means we're dead. But we'll see what we can do. It's on red, I imagine. Yep. All right. They had a lot of good draws there. We did give them too much time, I think. That will be that will be the nail in the coffin, I imagine. No point in tapping. There's Flame Slash. Oh, man. It sucks that none of these are instant speed. So if we go to Flame Slash, then they can... Oh, man. Yeah, if we have that Radical idea, we might be okay. I guess we could try to bait them into using it here. So if we... Yeah, so let's tap Alchemist, because we might be able to fire up Fiery Temper instant speed and kill them, or kill Seeker with it. But it doesn't look like our opponent's going to give us the opportunity to do that. So, all right, let's Faithless Looting. Draw a couple cards, untap our guys. I might... No, not yet. No jamming the jank just yet. We still get untap triggers if they... Okay, so our opponent deciding not to fire off the... Their Sonic Assault. That's pretty funny. I guess we can cast Sonic Assault next turn. Because we can cast it right now, but it doesn't really do anything. We could wait till their upkeep. So let's pitch Flame Slash and Preordain. I guess we could maybe Preordain into a land. But this stopping Seeker of the Way for 2 turns might actually be relevant. So I think we're going to go like this. Maybe we just like don't try to remove this. Maybe we pitch Flame Slash Fiery Temper and just don't Madness Fiery Temper. Yeah, it kind of does. All right, so let's do it like this. Fiery Temper goes into exile. And I'm assuming they'll wait to see where this targets. So we're not going to cast it. And we're going to pass. And on their upkeep, we will Sonic Assault, Seeker of the Way, untap our boys. So I don't know, if they have like Apostle's Blessing or something like that, this is trouble, but... Yeah, I wanted to see if Sonic Assault could go all the way. So Prismatic Strand's reasonable. They're not going to take the 2 damage here. I kind of like Preordain here. And we don't have anything to pitch Fiery Temper to now that... Oh, I guess we would have had Sonic Assault. Mm-hmm. All right, so opponent going to go to attacks, attack for 4. They have Fiery Temper in the bin, and we can't win without these Alchemists, so we kind of have to let this go. We do need the damage. And let's see what they want to do. They might have more Strands in hand, which is obviously really bad for us. And probably means we're dead. All right, we have to try to deal 12 damage 1 turn. See if we can do it. Gush would help by a lot. All right, opponent's going to Battle Screech. You got it. That would have been really bad. Like, if we didn't tap this, that would have been so bad. And they could have stopped it from dying to any of our damage-based removal. All right, let's see what we draw. Island is not what we want to see. So we'll Thermal Alchemist ping. Thermal Alchemist ping. I'm pretty pumped. I'm a little nervous that it's going to be too competitive for me, you know? I'm not a very competitive player. All right, so we'll untap our boys. We're going to tap them again because we're pretty much dead regardless of what happens here. All right, see what we draw. Bolt and Augur. Okay, so, all right, so if we draw Lightning Bolt here, we put them down to 5, put them down to 3, but then we don't have anything we can flash back to finish them off. We can't flash back Sonic Assault because we have to... Oh, the only card we have in hand will be the Lightning Bolt. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay. So we put Bolt into hand. Can we survive next turn? Like if we block? Top. And then Augur into Bolt. Yeah, but then I think we just die because we're at 4, right? And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers. Yeah, we just die that way. I guess we'll have to remove a creature with Lightning Bolt. Yeah, I see what you mean. All right, so put this on top. Put this on top. Opponent sending us a message. We are taking a while. All right, play Augur Bolas. Get a Lightning Bolt. Put these on bottom and pass the turn. I don't think we want to play this land because we might have to pitch it to Sonic Assault next turn to get the win. So we'll pass. All right. They also are a Lightning Bolt deck, so we could be in trouble just from that. Opponent's going to go to attacks. Yep. All right, so we have to bolt here, so we will probably bolt a bird. If they have strands, we're dead. Oh yeah, I guess while they were tapped out. You're right. We're probably dead. And they have rally. All right, cool. So it didn't really matter. Let's see what we've got. So we have Electrickeries to deal with tokens, but they honestly don't have that many X1s. They don't have any artifact lands or anything like that. I think we just got to kill them fast. I think that's what we're hoping for. I'll bring in a Dispel for Prismatic Strands. I guess a couple Relics wouldn't do us too bad, but I think that's too slow. I don't know what I'd take out for it. Yeah, I'm pumped too. I think it's going to be cool. I'm definitely going to run net benefits in competitive leagues. Like, I think the... Yeah, I think bolting the Seeker is probably correct. But yeah, so for competitive nights, I think I'll be doing that. I'm going to take out the Brainstorm. I don't think Brainstorm is very good. I put it in. I told somebody that I would play Brainstorm. What do you guys think about Hydroblast? I think Sonic Assault, this deck goes way too wide for Sonic Assault. So I think I'm going to bring in Hydroblast over Sonic Assault. But I guess what red spells do we care about? The removal spells, and Hydroblast can't 1-for-1, so Sonic Assault's probably actually okay on the Seekers. I think I'm okay with that. One Electrickery or two wouldn't be that bad for like Battle Screeches and stuff like that, but we didn't see any Raise the Alarms or anything. I guess just because we didn't see them isn't a reason to assume they're not there. So maybe we'll go down Flame Slashes. I guess Flame Slash is pretty good against Seeker. So we'll bring in 2 Electrickeries over Sonic Assaults. I'll probably go down maybe like 1 Radical Idea. Oh yeah, you're right. There's also lots of 1/1s. Yeah, Looting and Bolt. So we're probably not going to be worried about that. So I think I'm going to bring 1 Assault back in. Yeah, the 3rd Electrickery is probably too good. All right, let's try it like that. See what we can do. And mulligans. Sweet. Oh, deck. Okay. I don't think we want to go down, especially in a matchup like this. We probably don't want to go down to 5. So I will keep this. We'll go get red. We'll Faithless Looting. Hopefully find more lands. All right, sweet. We found a land. But that means we can't shuffle with Evolving Wilds, which puts us pretty far behind. I guess we weren't doing anything until turn 3 anyway, so let's go ahead and top that. Play Evolving Wilds. We're not going to crack it like some absolute mad lads. Deck. Right? All right, we got to play a little bit faster too. Kind of behind here. Our opponent's gonna be like, oh, they didn't crack Evolving Wilds, losers. So we'll play Swiftwater Cliffs and pass turn. We'll probably go get Island with this. Oh yeah, they almost definitely have Luminary Field. Oh, maybe our opponent's on 1 land as well. Oh, they have tap land here. Just sequencing funny. Yep. So we get blue mana. And I'd say Firebrand Archer is going to eat up Firebolt here soon. What's up, Shiny Rob? How you doing tonight? Cat gets in. We find Dispel. It's not doing anything. So let's play Firebrand Archer. Pass the turn. And it's a toss-up between Augur and Accumulated Knowledge next turn. And honestly, if I was going to sequence like that, I maybe even should have run out Augur this turn instead of Archer. But I think the upside being able to, if we hit our land drop next turn, we might be in okay shape. Let's see what they find. Pretty happy to have a Dispel for potential Rally the Peasants. I feel like they're not going to go all in on it unless they know they're gonna win. There's our other island for Gush, which is nice. So let's play Augur, stop those ground beats at least a little bit. see what we find from that. A couple of preordains, not bad. Actually, that's a pretty good hit. Play an island, or play an Evolving Wilds that will become an island. What's up, Waltzmark? How you doing? Coming to jank him out with us? Janking them out. So next turn, we're going to draw some cards. We're going to get an island, and then we're going to draw some cards. Like a lot of cards. Trigger Firebrand Archer a few times. Find some interaction, hopefully. It's nice that you don't have to tap this every time you cast a spell. Kind of like that. Big upside there. Big upside on Firebrand Archer. Opponent, gonna go to attacks, I imagine, just with the 3B babies. All right, so we'll block with Augur of Bolas. This might be a Firebolt, but if they want to Firebolt an Augur instead of Firebrand Archer, then sure. And we'll see if they go shields down for a second. All right, so 2 mana left for our opponent. Probably cracking clues this turn. Maybe they're looking for that Lumathread field we were talking about. Let's draw a bunch of cards, shall we? So first we're going to Gush. Draw some cards. Burn our opponent a little bit. Play a land. There's the Electrickery. Doesn't do anything just yet. And I think we start accumulated knowledging. I guess we can preordain. Yeah, let's preordain. Trigger Firebrand Archer. We kind of want to find another accelerator. Sack a clue. Let us do our thing. Flame Slash is okay. I don't. Fiery Temper we can't do anything with right now, so I'm actually going to bottom both of these. See, we draw another Electrickery. Okay. Let's Faithless Looting. Trigger Firebrand Archer. Pitch Accumulated Knowledge and probably Faithless Looting. And we'll tap an island and Accumulated Knowledge, draw a couple cards, ping our opponent, and pass the turn. We found our lands, ladies and gents. Let's go ahead and pitch a mountain here. Not very much time. No, there's no tandem lookouts. We're just drawing cards with spells. Although I would like to try tandem lookout. Those decks are sweet. The like storm decks that they have, or that have been around. In with the 3B babies. Yep, you got it. So block 3B baby, pass a turn. Opponent's got 9 cards in hand. So I think we're going to see a Battle Screech, but that's okay. We've got a little bit of defense against that. Be kind of suspect if we lead on Mountain next turn. Seeker, okay. And a way to defend Seeker. All right, so we're going to play an island, I guess, so that we don't arouse suspicion. So play an island and try to Lightning Bolt Seeker. We do have counter magic for their response. Trigger Firebrand Archer. There's Strands. Oh, I guess I can flash Strands back. Yeah. It does see Legacy play? Yeah, we can't do anything with it on the stack. So even if I counter it here, it doesn't really matter. They'll just flash it back. So, yep, off it goes. And no damage from Firebrand Archer. Pretty good there. All right, pass the turn. Accumulated Knowledge is such a cool card. Opponent's going to Faithless Looting. Yep. Triggers, triggers, triggers. Wow, I can't believe how low on time I am. Like, we're pretty early in the match here and everything. Just like beating everything up, getting a drink of coffee. Here they come. Yep. And I guess we'll just block with Augur and take 4. It's really unfortunate. Like, if we offer the double block here and our opponent has 1 instant speed spell, we just get burned so hard. Thanks, Gray Synapse. Yeah, I'm pumped to see how it turns out, too. I like, people have been, yeah, we're probably not going to win. I like had the idea of having Radical Idea in the... Ah, there's a Flame Slash to start. So pitch Island. island, play a mountain, pass the turn, but we're probably just dead. I like the idea of playing it in blue-black Exhume. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Kuya EL. Appreciate it, man. Welcome to the Jank Bank. We're trying to cast so many radical ideas tonight. There's Battle Screech from the bin. Yep. So is this when we're going to see the protection spell? Lumathread Field, here comes. Yeah. Exactamundo. So we're trying to like orchestrate a situation where we kill one Seeker of the Way with a Flame Slash, and that's just a pretty bad place to be. So I'm not going to take 6 here. It's a Lightning Bolt deck. I know this weakens our ground game considerably, but gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, that's probably a good call. I think we'll be alive pretty much one more turn. Palace Sentinels, okay. That's trouble. Like, I guess we can become the Monarch, but I'm pretty sure we'll lose. If we do that. Our opponent's at 27 as well. There's Thermal Alchemist. So if we go Flame Slash at this, counter Prismatic Strands, and Electrickery. I think we have to Electrickery twice in the same turn with the spell backup. So I guess we can do that to pretty much wipe their board. But I think they can save these Seekers and then we just die. I think we're just dead anyway, but let's play out Thermo Alchemist and pass the turn. See if our opponent's got us dead. I don't think killing one Seeker here really does anything. Gonna have to find that third Electrickery. The beard is coming back, Waltzmark. You are correct. It is beard time. Opponent's gonna Faithful Suiting. Yep. Pump up the guy. It's time. It's beard time, guys. I'm ready. I am ready to have the beard again. I don't even know why. Probably because it's getting kind of cold out. I'm walking a lot. I would imagine. It'd be really nice if our opponent tapped out, but even if they do, they've got Prismatic Strands in the bin, so double Electrickery doesn't wipe away the Seekers like we'd like them to. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have to block both Seekers here. Pretty unfortunate. Block, block. And nothing happens. Even if we Electrickery, nothing happens. Like if we Electrickery here, they can Prismatic Strands. Oh no, they can't Prismatic Strands. Okay, so let's try any Electrickery here. And if they want to hard cast a Strands, we can counter it. If they want to rally the Peasants, we can counter it. New Provisions, no. What do you mean by new provisions? All right, so they're going to pump their guys. We're going to counter Strands. They don't have a way to flash it back. So they'll take a little bit of damage. And they'll lose their birds. And they're going to Pyroblast Dispel. All right, we're dead. We got Faithless Looting and Preordain, so the chances of us finding a land are pretty good, and then we have Radical ID to keep us moving. I think I'm actually going to keep this. I'll probably Preordain on turn 2 if we don't hit our land drop. But we have enough cantrips that I think this might be okay. Just barely Ori Power. They scooped. Ooh, Carrion Feeder? Well, any deck that runs Carrion Feeder has a lot of trouble with... I wonder if we let them sacrifice anything to it first. They usually need Carrion Feeder. I need to cantrip. I need to find a land. So we're going to Preordain. I'm going to let this Carrion Feeder live for one turn. Hopefully they don't get a ton of value out of it. We'll bottom both. We just need lands. Land. All right, it's a tap land, but it's a land. We'll pass. So we can cantrip again next turn and remove whatever this Carrion Feeder is doing. Okay, it's zombies. All right. So Carrion Feeder's going to get in. I would not be surprised if this Sultai Emissary hit the bin. And they got their 2-2 out of the deal. Opponent decides not to secure a 2-2. All right, so let's Faithless Looting. Have a look at some new cards. Pitching Radical Idea and Gush is not a big deal. Or Radical Idea and Accumulated Knowledge. So I think we'll do exactly that. Play a land. Now it's time to guess whether we want... I think we're going to keep going with the greedy play. So we're going to go with Firebrand Archer. I doubt they can get this out of Flame Slash range next turn. And it isn't nice. Oh, you got censored. What's up, Kirk? How you doing tonight, man? I think we're going to keep going greedy. We're going to go deep greed here. Because I think they might deal with the front side of Sultai Emissary's body for us. And then we can just go boom, boom, kill the stuff. Glad to hear it, my guy. Glad to hear you are doing well. I'm also doing well, having fun. You know I like playing the jank decks. And read the bones. Okay, that's good for us. Means we're going to get in with our Firebrand Archer. We're going to get some extra pings. And we're going to get to kill this Carrion Feeder next turn. How do they scry? Read the bones is spicy here. So 2 cards on top. Okay. We draw another land. All right, so we'll go to combat. We'll attack. Italian is not easy. I know facile is, well, facile would be easy, the word easy in French, facile. But, so that's why I know what that is. Maybe once you've learned a couple of languages, you could be okay. Don't attack, why not? So we're going to Flame Slash the Carrion Feeder, because Carrion Feeder is usually pretty important. Oh, you're Italian, okay. Oh, that's a mashup between Italian and Spanish. I'm getting tricked. I got tricked hard. So we're going to Flame Slash Carrion Feeder, opponent down to 15, and I think I'm going to run out Augur and a land here. Well, depending on what we draw. We might want to hold on to this land. Radical Idea. Okay, well, we can pitch Radical Idea to our other Radical Idea. So to give us enough mana to do that, we'll play Swiftwater Cliffs and pass the turn. I also expected them to... Okay, they're going to kill Augur. That's interesting. I feel like this is a little bit more dangerous. Oh, they're going to Chainer's Edict. All right, you got it. So 4 cards in our opponent's hand. That's all good. We're going to cantrip like mother effers here. So we'll Radical Idea, and then I think I'm going to just play this, and we will flashback Faithless Looting. And pitch land. Oh man, this is our other island. Oh, that's tough. That's really tough. I guess we can hardcast Gush if things are going really badly. I don't want to pitch either of these removal spells. That could have been suspect, but we'll do it like that. Pass turn. So we'll see what our opponent does. They've only got a 1/1 right now, and they're at 15. Like, we're not in a lot of trouble. We've only had one of our accelerators dealt with. Opponent's going to get in for 1. Both of them are lies? There's another emissary. Well, these are kind of trouble because they're 2 bodies. Festering Mummy. Okay. We need more Augur or Bolosses and such. And really, Thermal Alchemist wouldn't be bad here either. Lightning Bolts. All right, well, we're going to pass the turn and probably hardcast a Gush. No more playing lands, that's for sure. All right, opponent, going to get in for 4. Not too bad. 3 cards in hand. And it might be time to start removing these Festering Mummies. Depending on what they play here. Sacrifice a creature, you gain 2 life. Oh, come on. Well, we've got to kill that. And I'm pretty glad they paid 3 mana for it. And now we can't Gush. I guess it doesn't matter if we Gush now, so I'm going to Gush now. And then we'll have our 5 mana to deal with next turn. So we'll Gush. Hardcast Gush, everybody. First time I think I've ever hardcast Gush. All right, and we'll untap. There's Thermal Alchemist. All right, so play Thermal Alchemist. Next turn's going to be pretty good. So we'll play Thermal Alchemist. And we have 9 points of burn in hand, plus Radical Ideas to continue triggering Thermal Alchemist. And I think I'm going to Flame Slash this before our opponent has a chance to untap with it. They're going to sack and gain. They might sack. Yeah, I'll probably sack this. Okay, you got it. Opponent back up to 14. This chapter is dedicated to hardcast. Hardcasting ninjas, hardcasting gushes. That's how you know stuff is going exactly according to plan. So we'll go to blocks. We're going to take 3 here. Maybe they have like Deadweight or Disfigure or something. I guess that could be bad here, but you got to take a couple of risks when you're this low. Ghoul Razor. Okay, not a big deal. Gonna get back a couple of spells. We really got to go off and pretty much win here, though. All right, so this is going to cost 1, 2, 3 mana, which means we'll have 2 left to flash back a Radical Idea. So I'm going to Radical Idea here. Pitching Island. Yep. Draw a card. Mountain. Okay. All right. I guess we could like Wrath their board or whatever, but I feel like all of this burn has to go face. This is instant speed, right? Yeah. All right, so it's going to be, we'll pass the turn, and then we're going to do a bunch of burning. They didn't get back Nameless Inversion, which is kind of nice. Imagine we'll see a Carrion Feeder here. We'll go to blocks. Block like this. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No responses from our opponent. Yep. We are going to do that right about now. So there's Carrion Feeder. Yep. And Golgari Rot Farm. So this is a green-black deck. We're at 6, which is a terrible place to be. But we are going to burn our opponent for a lot here. So Alchemist U. I guess I could sack both of these. We are doing a fair amount at instant speed. Yeah, okay. Turn off auto yields a bunch of times. All right, so what we should probably do here is kill Carrion Feeder. Untap Thermal Alchemist. Yeah, so I'm going to kill Carrion Feeder. They'll have to sack the rest of their board to save it. So it's Lightning Bolt, Carrion Feeder, untap Thermal Alchemist. Yep. Resolves. So we'll tap Carrion Feeder. Let's Radical Idea. Pitching Fiery Temper. Draw a card. Untap our guy. At your face. Pay red. Untap Alchemist. Tap Alchemist, deal damage. We are only at 6 here, too. Untap Alchemist. Tap Alchemist, deal damage. There's Fiery Temper. Oh, man. So that probably was the play. We're going to top deck Fiery Temper. So we will Lightning Bolt your face, untap Thermal Alchemist, tap Thermal Alchemist. Opponent goes to 7. Yeah, so if we would have done that, that's how it would have gone. So, I don't know. It happens. Much stuff happens. Our turn. We draw Accumulated Knowledge. All right, so let's Radical Idea. That was a juicy stack, all right. We will pitch Fiery Temper. Madness Fiery Temper. We need a Bolt. We're out of Tempers. But our opponent is only at 3. There's more Knowledges. All right, so let's accumulate a Knowledge. Hope we find something useful. More Radical Ideas and another Island. Okay, so we'll pass the turn. We're out of Fiery Tempers, and we have 2 more Lightning Bolts. We have 2 more Lightning Bolts. And some... Oh, man, that is brutal. Are we just dead? I think we're just dead. Yep. All right, well, killing Carrion Feeder, apparently not the play. So, Ghoul Razors and stuff, we're going to want relics. GG. Yeah, that was savage. But I killed Carrion Feeder because I think it gave us the best chance of winning in another turn. I guess I was trying to be like less greedy. But it turns out our opponent's going too wide for Sonic Assault to matter, I think. And this is going to do a lot more to prevent them from getting value. We had stuff to draw into. This doesn't seem too bad, I guess, with like carrion feeder and stuff. Need more sketchy Korean Oreos to cope with this. Just pound them to you, man. Oh man, HJC Twitch. I'm sorry I missed that. I was just like in the game. I feel like I was focusing too much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. And when you start streaming, let me know. I'd love to drop in. All right, well, we have all of our accelerators, and we have Preordain and Gush. I think we're going to find our red mana just fine, so we're going to keep. Yeah, Gem Palm Polluter would be bad, too. All this main deck life gain, it's almost like people play... we're going to bottom this. It's almost like people play Burn in this format. Oh, your poor liver. Yeah, Ripperoni's liver. Opponent cycles Baron more. We find another island, play Swiftwater Cliffs, and pass. What do you got? Salty Emissary, okay. We saw how much work that did last time. Man, that's a lot of gushes. It's got to be a good sign. So we'll play Firebrand Archer, pass the turn. But they're so good. Deeply worth it. There's Festering Mummy. Oh, man. Firebrand Archer's going to hit the bin. Wow, pretty good. Okay, sure. This is why people cut Firebrand Archer, I'm sure of it. Well, it can attack. That definitely wasn't a punt. This attacks for 2. If our opponent wants to get aggressive and they attack us, then we can attack for 2, and they don't have a creature. The upside's higher. It was definitely the correct play. So play Thermal Alchemist and Island, pass the turn. And we'll see what our opponent wants to do. It's an X3. I guess they have Nameless Inversion and stuff. I mean, you do the same amount of damage. You do more with Firebrand Archer. Because it still triggers off of every spell you cast. Oh, come on, opponent. They've got all their removal this time. That's trouble. Here they come. Well, hopefully they don't have more removal for us. Oof, that's not good. All right, so we will Thermal Alchemist and probably Radical Idea. And we haven't made our land drop, so it might even be correct to Gush here. We got to find more answers. I don't like losing spell economy with Thermal Alchemist on the battlefield, but you got to do what you got to do. Play Augur Bolas. I definitely prefer that over Cantrip all lands. Our other red sources. Play an island and pass. We have good blockers. Maybe not for this Carrion Feeder. I guess we have this. It can grab Nameless Inversions. Yeah, and it seems like they've had just enough... Oh man, they're probably going to get it here too. It seems like they've had just enough removal to kind of stem what we're doing here too. Yep, there goes Thermal Alchemist. And that is our plan, is to kill our opponent with Thermal Alchemists. Attacks. All right, so we'll go to blocks. We'll block the 2/2. Can they flip it? Some shenanigans here. Nope. And no flips. All right, our turn. Not looking great. There's Accumulated Knowledge. So we'll play a land. We will Gush. Have to draw at least a couple more accelerators, which are nice because they're usually also blockers. Yikes, okay. Let's Accumulated Knowledge. Find a Preordain. Still need like a Thermal Alchemist or something. There's a Firebrand Archer. All right, put that on top. And we'll pass the turn. We'll probably pitch Fiery Temper to hand size. And maybe even point it at this Carrion Feeder, because I guess they lose a creature either way. And that makes the Shepherd a lot worse. It's all good. It's all good. I actually think I'll pitch Faithful Suiting here, because we'll block Carrion Feeder with Augur of Bolas, and then kind of put them up against it. I guess this is a missed opportunity if I don't pitch Fiery Temper here, but... Opponent's going to ping. So I guess now would be the time to act if there's going to be a time. This is probably bad news. This is dealing 4 to us every turn. So I think I am going to go for it. I'm going to go ahead and try to Lightning Bolt. I guess Lightning Bolting Carrion Feeder here does the same thing. They lose as... No, this is too good. So if they develop their board anymore next turn, then it gets a lot better. So we'll see it sacked Carrion Feeder. Yep. And we'll lose 3. Down to 10. Oh yeah, this isn't a zombie. Okay. Man, Sonic Assault would be rad right here if we were playing a tempo game of some sort. So our opponent attacks. We'll block a 2/2. Take 6. Why you like playing creatureless decks? Yeah, because they have like just enough to interact with us. But we're at 4. I'd say this is probably the end. We're only just about to get our kind of combo piece out here now. So we play this. We can like block, take 3. But they can actually sack this. So we just play a creature. They can sack at end of turn, and we're just dead. Woof. All right. All right, so it's not a 1-lander, but it is a 5-lander. We have 2 of the things we need. If they're on Pestilence, then it's probably going to be bad. Maybe this was supposed to be low-key a Jace's Erasure deck. Maybe we were just supposed to draw a lot of cards and do nothing else. I'm going to keep. We don't have that many lands. We have some of the stuff that we're trying to do. I think it'd be a little greedy to ship this one. I don't think this is like a Pro Tour top 8 winning deck or anything. Turn 1 Mountain. So this is going to be Hypothesizzle deck. Draw Burn Spell. Okay. Turn 1 Swiftwater Cliffs in a non-Tron deck. Not always the ideal situation. Additional... Oh, they're on Goblins. I'll leave up a Mountain to interact. But I think we do run out... We run out Firebrand Archer here. We run out another Firebrand Archer next turn. And then Flame Slash one of the Gobos that matter. Whether or not they have Lightning Bolt, kind of inconsequential. I don't know if they're sandbagging creatures to turn this on. But they do have Lightning Bolt. I know, right? It seems like having 2 plans would almost do it. Yep, Haste Creature. I wonder if they have another Lightning Bolt. Imagine. Boom, boom. Dynamite going. So we'll play a land. We'll play Firebrand Archer because it can attack. And we'll Flame Slash the Conscripts. Puts us down to 1/1. We're going to get a trigger. He Who Is in the Water is 10 out of 10 in the water. Thank you very much for the bits. Derailed just one random guy. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. All right. Well, we drew a life gain land, which isn't too bad, but I think we have to run out Thermal Alchemist here. It's a good blocker for their Mud Brawler cohort. I guess I could have additional Lightning Bolts, but we're just going to play a gain land, play Thermal Alchemist, and we're going to attack with Firebrand Archer. I guess I can dash here, but then next turn we can kill the dash creature and be in a little bit better shape. They could just have a removal spell for this. Ooh, another cohort. Okay. Yup. Pyromancer. Oof. All right. And so their last card is the dash creature that stops our blockers, which isn't good. So we need to find more removal. And I mean, we have a lot of card draw to try to find it. Thermal Alchemist. All right, well, more blockers is okay too. I guess we have to play a land to do everything we want to do this turn, unfortunately. So we'll play a land, play Thermal Alchemist, and pass turn. No attacks. So we want to stop with our main phase here so that we can Fiery Temper it. I think when you go to combat, they stop the blocker. Yeah. All right. So we will Fiery Temper on... Well, we should do this first. Fiery Temper on Heel Cutter. Untap our guy, deal 2. The spice is flowing. They could have a removal spell here. We are taking 2. Pretty uncomfortable. Yep. All out attack. So we'll block. I don't know if we want to trade here to get parity back, but we will do it like this. Down to 7. 1 drop. Jackal Familiar. All right. And I forgot to ping. Wicked. We're going to sandbag lands. If we lose by 1, that's on me. We're going to take 4 here. If they have the bolt, they win. Tax, 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 tax. Go to blocks, block, block. You got a bolt. Conscripts, okay. We're not in great shape. We're going to have to deal a lot of damage with cantrips next turn. What do we draw? Accumulated knowledge. It's a start. So ping. Oh my goodness, we might lose by 1. I'm going to be so upset if we lose by 1. Just saying that our decks most likely are not going to time out. All right, we got to draw. We got to go crazy with spells here, guys. So many spells. Untap. Spell. Oh, that's probably not what we wanted to see. Okay, play land. Play Augur Bolas. It is a blocker. I guess we'll get to go to 1. Gush. Okay, that's a start. So take Gush. And Gush. Tap our boys first. Untap. Deal some damage. Oh my goodness. If we lose by 1. We found a Firebrand Archer. That's another blocker, I guess. So we will run out Firebrand Archer. And hope they don't find the Lightning Bolt. Gonna be some sketchy old blocks here this turn, gang. Finding more lands was bad. Oh, I guess I could find Heel Cutter too. Oh no. Reckless Abandon. All right, we're dead. Big time dead. We needed 1 more spell, or like 2 more spells, I think. All right, so playing against red fast stuff. So we'll bring in our Hydroblasts. I don't know if the seals are worth it. So Hydroblasts in. I don't think Electricity is going to do anything. We'll take out Brainstorm. We'll take out Flame Slash. Maybe not Flame Slash. Maybe take out Sonic Assaults. They don't do anything. All right, let's go. Pretty typical Possibly Pauper Playable week here, gang. We're already into match 4. Is that true? Holy crap. Well, get ready for some viewer matches, guys, because I think there's some coming, depending on how... They've just been really fast matches. Maybe we can make a couple of quick tweaks. Yeah, kind of like Nirok said. All right, so we would like to play first. Oh my god, it would be good if we didn't have all blue sources. And we do. Man, how far can 1 accumulated knowledge go? Not far enough. So we'll mulligan. Well, it's going to have to... An accumulated knowledge and a radical idea is going to have to go pretty far here. Evolving Wilds for our red source is good, so we will top that. And play an island, pass the turn. Yeah, they're coming up, Aetheron. Get ready. Jank only, please. Play Evolving Wilds, pass the turn. Well, and because Dingleberry unfortunately scooped during our match because they couldn't not ghost, and I was okay to play it out, but Pyromancer, the pseudo hasty threat. I like this. I like the Pyromancer in this one. Gonna take 2. And our turn. Alchemist gonna be a good blocker. Could be time to start sandbagging lands after next turn. I think we're gonna play 1 more land. Hardcore MTG, you can't believe it? Pyroblast would be sweet. Oh yeah, Detuno. Every deck could use some fairy friends. They're gonna bolt Alchemist. Okay. I think they know our win con. And it is a good blocker. Mud Brawler cohort, or just another Pyromancer would be fine. Getting in for 2, down to 16, and we're in trouble, guys. Pyromancer, pretty much the haste. We can do everything at instant speed next turn, so I think I'm going to pass. And see what they do. I don't know that this killing even 1 creature matters that much. I guess we might as well do it now. That's true. Oh man, Terry, Pegasus Tribal, let's go. It's time. And we're not bringing an Electricity against them anyway, so honestly, that seems pretty strong. We're going to accumulate a knowledge, because we might draw more, and they do scale. More lands. Fabulous. Snap off a looting. We'll go pitch. Accumulated knowledge is going to draw us 2. I think we just pitch both of the lands. Because Gush is going to help us hit our land drop. We will Gush. Draw some cards. Dang, have we ever drawn a lot of cards though, huh, gang? We will Accumulated Knowledge. Play a land. Play Augur of Bolas. Pegasi! Pegasi! And we get a Flame Slash. Not too bad. So we have removal spells in hand, but only 1 red mana to deploy them. We got a pretty good blocker in Augur of Bolas. We had a really good blocker in Augur of Bolas. There's Foundry, Street Denizen. Maybe Lightning... Maybe Electrickery wasn't that bad. Oof. Oh, big oof, gang. Are we dead? 3, 6, 9. We go to 1. Oh. GG's, my guy. This one was a bit too spicy. You ever make chili for your spouse and it's just too hot to handle? We're gonna keep. How you doing tonight? We're airing the jank. We're airing the jank here. Looks like we are gonna play against a Delver deck of some variety. So we're playing Evolving Wilds past the turn. It's gonna be all about sneaking this bad boy through counter magic. End step Ash Barrens. What are we up against? More islands. Okay. Watching Pauper. Just chilling. Oh, yeah. Long weekend was good, man. I enjoyed the long weekend. All right. Is our opponent on a Daze deck? Get Island. What does Augur reveal? This could be quite revealing about what they're playing. Gush. All right. Well, that's pretty good. We find Preordain. All right, so if they're a Gush deck, they could be a Daze deck, but let's hope they're not. Doesn't look like they are. Oh, he's having a bad night too. Been there, man. Been there firmly. All right, so we don't need to kill this Augur for any reason. I think we're going to Preordain first, so we'll tap this. Our opponent's going to have no idea what they should counter. We'll Preordain. These 2 main deck Flame Slashers are looking pretty silly. And top Thermal Alchemist, bottom Preordain, play a Mountain, and play Thermal Alchemist. I don't know if they have hard counter in hand, but if this is going to draw out a hard counter, that's good. If it doesn't, then we get another Thermal Alchemist. They can't fairy it. They run 4 hard counters. And they had one. All right, that's cool. We have more. We will find them. Here comes the bolts, I imagine. Bolty bolt bolt. Skreddy skred skred. Bolty bolt bolt. And I'm going to attack for 1. Probably leave up a Sprite. We found an island. So we will Accumulated Knowledge. As always, Accumulated Knowledge gets better as it ages. Play tap land and pass the turn. Foil bolts. Double rubbins. Pretty good spells, man. Counterspell and Lightning Bolt. I was running Counterspell in the sideboard of this deck originally, but it didn't work out too well. It feels weird it just felt weird having Counterspell on the sideboard. I think I won the match I brought it in for, but like I just don't know. Oh, there's Gush. Okay. So no Ninja this turn at the very least. It deals 6 damage. Oh, man. They got him, man. Beautiful, beautiful foils. I have the foil effect turned off. You know, I feel kind of bad. Man, I have never seen a deader ninja in my life. Gonna take 1 here. We'll bolt the ninja end step. We have more removal where that came from if our opponent is incidentally on days somehow. They are not. We find a Preordain. Need more accelerators. Bottom, bottom. These aren't doing anything. There's Preordain. Bottom, bottom. Accelerator? Radical idea. Okay, so I don't know if I want to play a land here. I think I will Flame Slash. No, I probably don't want to Flame Slash. So I am going to Radical Idea. We have a second one to pick up the first one. And we draw a land. All right, pass turn. Are they actually? Yeah, it was a really quick match. It was fun. And we're going to have some viewer matches coming up. I'm going to see if we can't get a little bit more of this deck. See if we'll make some changes before we go into the viewer matches and see what happens. This was some savagery this week, though, I must say. Are they going to ninja here? No ninja. Opponent fears the bolt. They're just going to pass. All right. You got it. There's Firebrand Archer. Try to run it out. Another hard counter. No hard counter. Okay. I think we just pass here. We get it preordain. So I'm going to Radical Idea. Ping. And I have a feeling they're just going to kill this like real soon. So I'd prefer doing this now. Yeah, there it goes. So we're going to get 1 damage out of our Firebrand Archer. Hopefully on our way to finding another one. More lands. Okay. Lands pretty good for pitching to Radical Idea. And Augur's getting in. Beats. Beats. Ninja, yep. I got double Flame Slash to deal with that, but I don't like the way this is going. As much card advantage as Radical Idea generates, I feel like the deck that wants Radical Idea is actually a lot slower than what we're playing. So we'll try to Flame Slash the Ninja. This could be Spell Stutter Sprite. And if it is Spell Stutter, yeah, so I'm going to Radical Idea here. Pitching Swiftwater Cliffs. See if we can draw a Bolt. We can't. So Spell Stutter comes in. Flame Slash gets countered. Flame Slash Ninja. Play an Island. Pass the turn. I think that's definitely a reasonable suggestion, actually. Especially, like, I think it's better with Brainstorm in this deck too. Like, I'm kind of all the way behind you on that. I think that's better. I think it just is objectively better. Beats. It's a slight whisper on the end of it. Well, we sure did draw a lot of cards, huh, gang? So we will do this. What? That's really weird. Find a Firebrand Archer. It might be too late on Firebrand Archer, though. We will play it. We've seen a good amount of counter magic out of our opponent, but I mean, this deck is like mostly counter magic and interaction, so can't expect Firebrand Archer to be around for very long. It's a bounce spell? I know they're on Snap sometimes. What's up, Pappy Pauper? How you been? Glad to have you. We were getting absolutely face rolled on this one tonight. Oh, there's the Bolt. All right. They probably got us here. Yep, here goes Delver. Probably going to flip it. Yep, they brainstormed. So we've seen all that, but I imagine we're going to see the end here shortly, especially if they get another ninja down. Sometimes Skred Delver can kind of like burn itself out, especially if you deal with the creatures that matter. Like if you deal with ninjas, sometimes they'll just spin their wheels for a long time and give you the opportunity to like bounce back, but our opponent is putting a lot of pressure on us, and they have more Skreds for our stuff. Hydroblast are going to be pretty important next game. I guess we should just bring in Dispels. Dispels work just as well. Just one Dispel. There's Alchemist. It's going to eat a Skred, though, so maybe we even just want to wait. We don't have any way to interact with what they're doing on the stack, but... So let's run it out. Yeah, this was like the fastest league I think I've ever taken part in. Here comes Skred. I mean, it's kind of that typical Pauper thing, right? Like, you just can't leave stuff on the battlefield without interacting with your opponent. They'll just kill it. Goes away. So I think tonight, I was mentioning, I think tonight we'll play a bunch of viewer matches after this, at least one or two. And we'll put those up. Maybe we'll see some other sides of the old Radical Archers. I don't know if we should make any changes, but I think what I learned about this deck is that it should be in a much slower shell. Sonic Assault. That's good. I like that. In your stream? Yeah, I know, right? Who would have thunk it? And we'll see if they flip Delver. I should probably do this in their upkeep. Let's see if Radical Idea can save us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or let's see if Sonic Assault can save us. There would have to be some pretty insane top decks, and our opponent would have to have actual nothing in order for us to not lose here. And we'll pitch Swiftwater Cliffs. Sonic Assault. Sonic Assault. But I still died. So I like Electrickery a lot better in these against this deck than against the Spire Golem mono blue version. So we'll bring in all of our controlling stuff. And I might even want 1 Hydro Blaster. So we want to get rid of Sonic Assaults. We want to probably even take out Fiery Tempers and like 1 or 2 Radical Ideas. And just try to be a little bit more efficient. I know we're playing the tempo game against Skred Delver and everything, but probably want to spell over Hydro Blast. And we'll do it like that. They were very fast. All right. Yes, I would love to play first. Well, we got some sideboard cards. We got an Accelerator. This could be the one, gang. This could be the one. Playing Evolving Wilds, we're going to go get Island for our Gushes later. It's kind of funny that, like, this deck is playing all, you know, pretty much individually powerful cards except for Radical Idea and Sonic Assault. But I just can't pull it together. I wonder if that's even worse. I wonder if, like... All right, so here's an idea. This might go in the article later. Let's have a quick chat. So this deck is built with a certain plan in mind, and it uses a bunch of really powerful cards to try to achieve that plan. But is that an even worse idea? Because people in Pauper have answers to all the strongest cards already. So you have to back up your strong cards with more strong cards. If you try to back up your weak cards with a bunch of strong cards, your opponent just has answers for all the strong ones, and the weak ones do nothing on their own. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm getting at? Is that like a little bit too ephemeral? Is that too weird? Or does that make sense? We're kind of in the same spot here. You know what I mean? Like, is there no carry condition for cards like, you know, Accumulated Knowledge, Augur Bolas? Besides, like, Tireless Trap? We might find a Preordain, so I'm going to run out Augur Bolas. Yeah, so I guess just having stuff die to removal is bad. And we'll Gush next turn, because it'll help us hit our land drop. Yeah, because it's an enchantment. You're right there. I wish I could, like, bait out a fairy next turn somehow. Opponent's gonna Gush. Haha, I also have Gush as opponent. Don't you feel silly? Well, that's kind of what I mean. I guess, like, I know it sounds silly, but, like, wait a minute. We're gonna kill 2 Delvers with this Electrickery? But yeah, like, part of me kind of, like, that is kind of what I mean. I know it's weird, but, like, we did fairly well with the all life gain kind of ridiculous deck. So, you know what I mean? Like, how is it that works and this doesn't? Do you know what I mean? Opponent's going to bolt the Augur, sure. Delvers die. Play a land, and I think we're going to Accumulated Knowledge here. We have another one in hand. Find a Firebrand Archer. All right. Gush, ladies and gentlemen. The only plan is too weak to removal. Yeah, so Firebrand Archer, and that's it. Like, you can't just... It was a good 2-for-1. You can't just, like... You can't play any spells that aren't burn spells with Firebrand Archer and Thermal Alchemist. I'm kind of with that. I think I'm on the same kind of path there. So we're going to play Mountain here so that we can we're not going to block Augur of Bolas with Firebrand Archer, so if they try to ninja an Augur, at least we can try to bolt it on the way down. And they only have 1 mana up to interact with that. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's totally what I'm saying. We're kind of getting there. Like, if you build things that are a known quantity. Yeah, Yurikun, that's what I'm talking about. Like, we really got to get spicy with it to kind of go all the way, you know what I mean? I think we're going to see the ninja here. Or our opponent's just lining up for countering 2-drops with their fairy. No ninja. All right. We do have to leave this lightning bolt up for some amount of time. Radical Idea, don't really care if they get countered. There's an Augur. That's an interesting suggestion. Could find us another Electrickery, but so can all of our other spells, and we can play them at instant speed and not give our opponent any mana equity for this turn, so we're just going to pass. These could also draw us into that Dispel to try to protect this from a burn spell. Opponent's going to Brainstorm, okay. People will get ready for it. Yeah, it's like easier to steal wins by doing something that's more completely unknown quantity. And for that reason, I think that keeps me honest in this series too. Part of me feels like this was kind of a cop-out. I was like, I'm going to build this ridiculous deck that just draws tons of cards because that's what Radical Idea does. We'll give it a payoff for Radical Idea and do it like that. But I think it should have been even more... It should have been oriented differently. All right, so here comes Ninja. I got a pretty strong Spell Stutter sprite read here, so I'm going to try to bait Spell Stutter with Accumulated Knowledge and trigger Firebrand Archer. If they counter here, then we get to kill the Ninja. Okay, so now we can pretty much definitely kill Ninja. Well, I guess we can kill it from under Spell Stutter sprite, but we can't kill it. No, actually, Spell Stutter just still counters this. So be it. Get a pretty good Electrickery next turn, at the very least. Firebrand Archer will trigger. Ninja will survive. They'll draw a card. Yeah, me too. Well, like, Hypothesis has found a place. Yeah, I guess so. No, that's true. That's true. We can't be too critical. This is going to be a good turn. All right, so Lightning Bolt. Ninja. Trigger Archer. And I don't think we can go on the surprise plan here. I think we just got to wipe away the fairies. Trigger Archer. Go to combat. Swing for 2. Play Augur of Bolas. That kind of hedges against future Ninja turns. I appreciate that. He was in the water. I do, man. Thank you. Did it sound like I was fishing for compliments? I'm sorry. All right, play land. Play Augur. Oh, yeah. Yeah, against the Tron decks. It had such a bad matchup against Tron, right? I think we'll get AK because Accumulated Knowledge draws 3 cards. So that seems pretty good. So we'll pass the turn. Do you know what this deck needs? This deck needs a Peregrine Drake combo. Unban the Drake, am I right? Whew. I feel like if I ever get merch, it should have something to do with Peregrine Drake. I think that's some pretty strong merch game right there. Have we seen that counterspell yet? No, our opponent has a hard counter. Let it be known. Our opponent has 2 hard counters in hand. But if that's all they're on, then Radical Idea is pretty good. So we'll Radical Idea, trigger Archer. Not going to hard counter Radical Idea. Swiftwater Cliffs. I think we will play Swiftwater Cliffs. I feel like I need more blue mana. And we're going to Accumulated Knowledge probably on their end step. So actually, I think I'm going to hold land and pass. I wouldn't mind Electrickerying if I had to. But I think holding on to the lands to eventually pitch to Radical Ideas is better. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It is fun. This was a fun deck to like conceptualize. There's Miscreant, you got it. And Miscreant, you still got it. So this is a pretty good, I'm pretty incentivized to take action on their end step here. So I'm going to run out the accumulated knowledge. If it eats a hard counter, it eats a hard counter. They're going to try to bolt. Okay. So let's try to accumulated knowledge. Or no, let's radical idea. Let's radical idea. I think that's okay here. They can't counter it. Yeah, all right. Archer down. Opponent at 12. Hard counter in hand. So we'll preordain. There's an Alchemist. That's going to be what the hard counter eats. All right, so we'll run out Alchemist, and that'll give us a window to get this accumulated knowledge off, and we'll draw 3 on that. Ooh, all right. Alchemist resolves. You got it. I wonder what they're playing around here. We can probably make one more land drop. No? What? We have an eggs deck that works? I like it too, Nirok. I do like this idea. But that's all it is, right? It's an idea. So we'll play at Swiftwater Cliffs, gain a life. Pass the turn. That's a weird read. Maybe they were saving it for accumulated knowledge. Opponent has 2 hard counters up. They're going to attack. They're trying to get down another ninja. And I still want to get rid of the counter magic in their hand to resolve this. Yep. So they're going to get their fairy, but they won't be able to counter this accumulated knowledge. So we'll block. We really don't want them to pick this up. That's way too much value. This is still a fair amount of value. No ninja, okay. It was a ruse. We've been rused, guys. All right, so Alchemist. Gush. Untap Alchemist. Tap Alchemist. Draw some cards. Lands. Radical idea. Pitch a land. Untap Alchemist. Tap the Alchemist. Draw some cards. We have to find something else to bait a counter. Faithless Looting. And I think we want more blue mana this turn, so we're going to keep our islands. Drafna's Restoration, that's the one. So pitch like this, play an island, preordain, untap Alchemist, tap Alchemist, take a preordain, cast preordain, untap Alchemist, scry 2, Faithless Looting on top, Evolving Wilds on bottom, tap Alchemist, opponent down to 6. We're kind of going off here. Draw 2, pitch, and I think we're passing. Oh, we can attack with Augur. No blocks. Opponent goes to 5. Virtual 4. If Firebrand Archer or if Thermal Alchemist survives here, we could be in okay shape. Oh, yeah, no, Firebrand Archer is definitely not as good. That could be cool. Like, just protecting Thermal Alchemist and Firebrand Archer and trying to, like, get your opponent by using value spells. So next turn, we're either going to resolve Thermal Alchemist or Accumulated Knowledge. We've only seen one of the counter spells we know our opponent has. Lightning Bolt, you got it. I guess they could have 2 counter spells. That would be pretty bad. This means they're going to get their ninja. Ooh, tapping continues. So we will resolve one of these spells. I'm going to ask them if they want me to draw 3 cards first, because I think Thermal Alchemist actually matters more. No attacks from our opponent. They want to block this Augur. I guess we could just have, like, find burn spells. There's a burn spell. Ooh, buddy. All right. Well, this better be a good accumulated knowledge. So let's accumulated knowledge. Draw 3. Opponent's going to counter. Okay. So we'll play Thermal Alchemist and hope they don't have a removal spell. I don't think we play land here because we have Lootings and Radical Ideas in the bin. And I don't know, this looks okay. They have to find another removal spell. They only have 1 card in hand. We're at 14. Yeah, like Slow Blitz. That would be kind of cool. Miscreant's going to draw another card. Oh man, they're getting so much closer to more removal. Oh, don't find it. Don't find it. Make my heckin' day. I'm going to attack. They're going to get some more draws here because I think there's a ninja coming down, especially if Delver didn't flip. And then they're going to draw another card off this Fairy Miscreant. So they're going to get a good few looks here. A couple of looksies, but they are at 4 and we have Lightning Bolt plus a bunch of draw spells to find our last Lightning Bolt or one of our Fiery Tempers. So here's Ninja. Take 3. Delver is pretty good at fighting from pretty much no life at all. And let's see if they found it. Cantrip? Miscreant. Kind of a cantrip. Pretty much a cantrip. Did they find it? Hydroblast. Fine. Only red mana for our opponent. Firebrand Archer would be sweet. Flame Slash doesn't do anything. Okay, so we'll Radical Idea first. Probably use blue mana. I guess we have a mountain in hand. So we'll go like this. Pitch Island. Draw a card. Faithless Looting. Okay, Faithless Looting. We found another bolt! I think we got him. So pitch this. Pitch this. Play a mountain. And bolt you? Yep. This will resolve. And bolt you? Did we get him? Did we win a game off Skred Delver? Cool. All right. So is there anything here that we don't have that we should have? Probably just burn spells, eh? Oh, Clouded Dominious could be cool. Ocean Paz 81. Like the blue one. The one that makes tokens is kind of a cool idea too. If it's going to be like kind of a mid-range deck. I guess it's a Niv-Mizzet deck, so it is a mid-range deck, really. Yeah, we got him. We killed Skred Delver, guys. We did it. All right. We can all pack it up and go home happy. We got a game off Skred Delver. I still don't think, like, this is our face burn, but I still think we kind of have to play the same game we played last time. Yeah, let's do it again. Our opponent cannot be happy. Like, I would be pretty upset if I were them. Nice hand. Well, the deck didn't want us to win against Skred Delver, guys. What can you do? All right, mulligan this. Oh, keep. Put it on top. We're just going to keep playing accelerators until we can't play accelerators no mo, guys. Evolving Wilds, you got it. Can't be too sneaky now. They've only got 4 hard counters in their deck. No, that's true. Seal wouldn't be bad. I think we kind of overboard at that point because, like, I'd bring in a Hydroblast over, or I brought it into Dispel over the first Hydroblast. I think there's definitely an argument for Hydroblasts coming in. So they get Mountain here. They got Island. Okay, so I thought if they were going to get Mountain, they might be on Hydroblast. No creatures. So these Firebrand Archers might get in for damage. Keyword might. Probably won't, but might. Lightning Bolt. We all know how good Lightning Bolt is. Play a Firebrand Archer. And pass. Red mana on the red deck opponent. Firebrand Archer going down. Another one bites the dust. Glad to have red mana up for next turn for these bolts too, just in case our opponent has Spell Stutter or Ninja, if they have like Miscreant here. So I think I'm going to play out another Firebrand Archer. This dies as well. And they didn't play Augur this turn, so we can get a turn where we can stick this. And I just like this better. It really puts our opponent off opportunities to block. Or attack, that is. Hydroblast here is just a beating, but it is a sideboard card that sees play in the Pauper format. So our opponent is okay. They can have it, I guess. I don't like it, but they can have it. There's Ash Barrens. We would have seen it right there, too. Yeah, that's what it's there for, when we are closed. It is very much the tribe sideboard card. That's my favorite one to have it in. Although, I was thinking about this earlier. Like, I think the reason I had... or I was playing Seal of Fires is because I was playing, like, a Custody Squire deck. So I'm going to kill this now so they can't ninja it next turn. I know it sounds weird, but... because we're a burn deck and I'm lightning bolting Augur Bolosses. Whiff, 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 get him, whiff. Ah, dang it. Dang it. We can't just hold on to this waiting for it to spell, so I'm going to run out Thermal Alchemist. They have nothing to ninja here, so we will Faithless Looting. And see what we find. Pitch, pitch. Pass. So this is going to eat a bolt, and we've just got to kind of try to keep outvaluing the Delver deck somehow, I guess. Gets bolted, yep. All right, so play an island, and I think we're going to... we shouldn't flashback looting. I think we need both of these spells. Our opponent's going to flash in Spell Stutter end step, and maybe use it to ninja. Oh, they didn't have Spell Stutter, okay. If they flip this Delver, we might have to find a way to force this bolt through. No flip. Okay, so creatures in hand for our opponent. There's an Augur. So now we're going to try to win the value game. Opponent only has 3 cards in hand. We have an answer to a Spell Stutter here. We don't have an answer to Hard Counter. We might find one, especially if we are playing the value game. But they also might anticipate that we're trying to sneak something through here. Opponent attacks. We're gonna see ninja? Oh man, it would be so sweet if they ninja'd here. Wow. Deadly. So now we just gotta top deck like hot tamales. Accumulated Knowledge is a really good start because there's already one in the bin. So let's AK. Draw 2. Oh, all right. We got him up against it now. Thermal Alchemist, 3 cards in our opponent's hand. Going up to 4. Can we take out the Menace? Can we do it? Delver we knew they had. Oh, man. All right, so we'll run out Thermal Alchemist. I'm going to hold on to this Lightning Bolt. See if they have Hard Counter. Yeah, they have Hard Counter. Okay. So they've dealt with 3 of our 8 accelerators. Probably not an awesome place to be, but... 1 unknown in hand against Delver is pretty good. We've kind of stopped their card advantage about as well as we could have. We can't let this Delver attack us that many times. I don't know. Ooh, what do they draw? I'm going to shuffle whatever it is away. What do you use Maple Butter for? Oh, man. Sit down. So Maple Butter is really great for... stewing like hams. It goes really well with hams. Get a little bit of fruit in there to get that sweetness up a little bit more. Like really go banana sandwich with the ham. And then and like a number of other things. Just like putting it on toast, like some cinnamon toast or something. Run a Firebrand Archer. Did they find more counter magic? They didn't. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, and cornbread would also be delicious. Kind of any pork products. You could get some like brisket or some like barbecue style stuff. Like American barbecue is good for this too. Pretty much anything. Opponent flips a Preordain. Okay, they're attacking for 6 in the air. That's not good. Ugh. So I think I have to bolt one of these Delvers, but we'll see how they play their turn first. If you refry some meat, you know what I mean? Like, have you ever heated up meat in a pan before? Do you know what I'm talking about? So if you're reheating meat in a pan, chuck your oh, is a spell stutter? That's kind of savage. All right, we're gonna have to have a couple pretty crazy turns. We need a gush at the very least here. I thought that was probably our best chance to remove one, and it definitely was. It just didn't remove one. And maybe that should have gone face. We're drawing into PauperRBust and stuff like that. But yeah, if you're reheating some meat in a pan, get that in there. You can make some really good sauces out of it too, probably. And I really haven't worked with maple butter that much. I'm just talking about general things that maple's good with. Just a lot of stuff. Attacking for 6. This is why Delver Seekers is a good card. He was in the water is reheating some meat with some maple butter right now. But the real tech is putting it on ham. Oh, they deal so much more damage than we do. Dude, I love food. Food is the best. There's nothing in this world that satisfies me more than a good bit of eats. Ugh. All right, well, we drew Accumulated Knowledge, so that's a draw 3 for next turn. But we got to take 6 off these Delvers and give our opponent the opportunity to ninja or find interaction for our stuff. I don't like that. One of the things that they found was a land. That's good. Come to Italy then. I would not mind. I've been to Italy before, but I was on a school trip, so I might not have gotten the authentic Italy experience. All right, let's see what our opponent does. Could be an Augur. They might just be holding it to bluff because they know they can win with these Delvers. They have to. Hopefully they can't counter this Accumulated Knowledge. That would be big game. Come on, resolve. Resolve. Bitter Feud. Yikes. No counter magic. No counter magic. Come on. Ugh. That would have been so good. Okay, whatever. They had it. No cards in our opponent's hand. Couple of active Delvers. We're at 9. So it's going to be this turn. And it's got to be... This is going to have to be the craziest turn ever. Attacks, attacks. Yep. They might just have a bolt too. Which would suck, but... Gotta do what you gotta do. I'm happy to say that it was at least close. That we were warring with the top of their deck the whole time. Gush would be a good start, but it's a land. Alright, we're dead. Nothing we can do here. Couple online Delvers. I wonder what card they had. But anyway, this counterspell, this was the one that spelled our demise. I think we played it pretty tight there. We played it pretty tight there, but that's going to be it for Spell Slingers. So I get one more tap in for good measure and snap it off. Here we are, just finished up a league with blue-red Spellslinger, Radical Archer kind of thing. It was pretty fun. It was interesting. We drew tons of cards. I think the biggest problem was that our opponent removed a lot of our red creatures as soon as they hit the battlefield. So when your 8 creatures have reach and you're playing against decks that can just kill them, it doesn't really matter. Firebrand Archer was really anemic. Our opponent kept killing it right away. Things like Firebolt and Festering Mummy that can't kill Thermal Alchemist got to take care of it, which really sucked. And yeah, I think generally it's just kind of a bad blue-red mid-range deck, like he was in the water said. It draws a lot of cards, it plays a lot of powerful spells, but I think even just having 4 cards of this power level compared to this power level is probably kind of bad news. And we've seen decks like this perform well. The kind of Thermo Delver lists that are out there, even the mono blue fairies lists that does this kind of Xerox thing and then backs it up with other strong kind of interactive spells. But ultimately, I think it's going to change up. All right, bonus match. Bonus match, let's go. Unfortunately, down 1 more against Delver, but we did take a game off them. Yeah, I think keep 2. Hardcore MTG, I like that a lot. we got radical ideas and like, well, Faithless Looting doesn't really help, but like you could, Halimar Depths. I hope y'all brought your anti-capsaicin pills. It's getting spicy up in here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, is there any other... I guess there's like the return creature to your opponent's hand card that actually goes really well with Circular Logic. So like you return it to their hand like in combat, and then if they try to cast it again, you get your Circular Logic with the flashback up. Pretty sweet. All right, so we'll pass the turn. We're going to go get an island with this. Next turn, we're going to run out Firebrand Archer. No, you don't, but it is a really cool card. Lynx was giving me a hand testing one of like the early Voltaic Servant decks before Voltaic Servant was doing the whole lands thing for me, and I thought about running Halimar Depths with Lantern of Insight or Ghoulcaller's Bell, because Halimar Depths plus Ghoulcaller's Bell and stuff like that, like Brainstorm, goes really well together. All right, so we'll see if they got main deck Hydroblast. Is it the land that basically... Yeah, something like that. Well, you can like reorder the top 3 cards of your library. They're going to Brainstorm. This is like mono Brainstorm.deck. And Ponder. Ionalien showing me how to draw cards. I was like, I'm drawing so many cards. There's Boilerworks. Did not get the depths though, so they must need their untapped mana for something. I think our prerogative is to hit another land drop this turn. They're playing Miracle. They could be. I believe it. Play anything. So if we're trying to hit land drops, we should Preordain and then probably Faithless Looting. We can pitch this Accumulated Knowledge. It's not the end of the universe. We hit a land. Okay, so top and we'll bottom a Looting. Bottom. Play a land. And let's Preordain again. We have one card we don't mind pitching to Faithless Looting as it is. If we don't find anything we like here... All right, so bottom and top, and then we're going to Faithless Looting, probably pitch a Flame Slash and an Accumulated Knowledge. Hopefully we don't need these Flame Slashes. But at this point, we can pitch a land. So pitch land and Accumulated Knowledge. Pass the turn. That's a lot of Firebrand Archer triggers. Here comes the pain. Here comes the pain train. Impulse. Okay, not much pain yet. Yeah, I guess, yeah, I'm into that. We have Looting in hand, but I like Faithless Looting a lot. Oh man, it's Gush all the way down, my guy. All right, so we'll play a land, go to combat, attack with Firebrand Archer, and then we'll play Thermal Alchemist and probably save the Accumulated Knowledge for my opponent's end step. Pass the turn. I guess we could have hit like Gush or something. But now we're repping. Now we're representing. Counter Magic. And we did just modify the deck. All right, they're passing it back. All right, so let's AK. 7 cards in hand. Not 100% sure what's going on over there. It is definitely not too edgy. Man, I used to be a legitimate unironic fan of My Chemical Romance. Like, you cannot out-edge me, my guy. What is our opponent up to over there? I have ideas, but I can't be sure. So we're going to Radical Idea. We might hit an Accelerator or more red mana to do more things, and we don't want to tap out red mana. That's going to be the case. Like, I do. Their first record is really good. Like, I unironically, like, very much liked My Chemical Romance's first record. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with them. When I was a young boy. Ooh, cool. Ash Barrens. Okay, so basic land cycling Ash Barrens. We'll go get a mountain. We'll try to cut it off right about here. So we'll go get a mountain, play a mountain. We're going to go to their upkeep, and then we're going to try to burn them out. How about that? Upkeep. Man, did we ever draw a lot of cards. My father took me into the city. They're going to Giga Drowse. Oh, is this Freed from the Mirror combo? Oh, Ionalien. Now I know where I know your name from. Oh, that was an epic bamboozle. Now I remember. This is that crazy Freed from the Real deck. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I played your Freed from the Real deck for net benefits. I don't know if I missed this one. Or I don't know if you heard me say that, sorry. But I did do that. Oh, is this more counter magic? They have a Dispel, so can they go off and win next turn? All right, Bolt you. One more time. We're going to put him pretty low. But not dead. Wow, that like clutch Dispel though. I think this is it. I think they're going to go off and go infinite next turn. Well, they're going to take 3 here. They're going to go to 1, right? Oh, yeah, no, I think we got him. Like, just. Archer triggers. Alchemist triggers. We got him. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, so this is that crazy Free from Uriel deck. Oh, we're going to be fighting. We're going to be fighting. I knew who you were, Ionalien. Like, why were you blocked in my chat? Who did that? Was that me? All right, so let's go down Tempers. I think these are a little bit too inefficient. We don't need Flame Slashes at all. And what else? We just want instant speed. Actually, Tempers might not be that bad. They're like instant speed. Seal of Fire is probably good too. You want a rematch? Yeah. Ideas Unbound? Does Ideas? Does that do that? Does it target us? What should we take out? I want these. Dispel probably doesn't do anything. And I'm gonna take a Brainstorm. Brainstorm's better now though. Let's keep Brainstorm. Let's go down 1 radical idea. Try like that. More burn and Pyroblasts? I don't think Pyroblasts will... I have 2 Pyroblasts. Sorry. I thought you said Hydroblasts. Now I remember. I was like, I know this guy, and I couldn't remember why. Suddenly, N-Step Gigadrowse. And it's all coming back to me. Who did that one? Like Celine Dion.jpg? Is that a Celine Dion song? All coming back to... Is that Celine Dion? Guys, answer me. Faster. So we're going to play this. We're going to go get some red mana. Halimar Depths. You got it. Gonna do some rearranging. We won a game. I'm putting it on the record. All right, we won a game. Let's go get some more red mana. We might need it. Turn comes back. Find a Preordain. Let's run out Firebrand Archer. Do they have the counter? I guess we could have waited until we could protect it with Pyroblast, but I think we want our Pyroblast to hit Free from Uriel. And preferably nothing else. Celine Dion is a national treasure. Leave Celine Dion alone. I did it. So, okay. So I don't listen to like Celine Dion unironically. Like I actually don't listen to Celine Dion, but I don't mind it either. But anyway, I heard that she did like, it was really stigmatized to do residencies in Vegas, in places in Vegas. And Celine Dion kind of like, oh, I nailed it. Sick, Terry. And Celine Dion kind of like changed the opinion around that. She did like a really good residency in Vegas and just kind of like did it. Just kind of did really well. Stayed there for a really long time. Sold out shows consistently. It's pretty sweet. This is now a Celine Dion biography stream. What's up, Emo Robot? How you feeling? I saw your post earlier, man. I saw you're going to get a little bit more variety added to the stream. What are you looking for? What kind of stuff are you playing? I totally see the appeal too. Like sometimes it's right up until I'm hanging out with all you guys. I'm like, I could do stuff that's not Pauper. And you guys are like, Jeff, we're awesome. Obviously. Any new Celine Dion fan base? Yeah. I'm going to start one of those like gougy websites that takes advantage of like older people who don't understand how to sign up for website subscriptions, and they like sign up for it to go to like one concert, and then the unsubscribe thing isn't intuitive, so they just pay to be part of the Celine Dion fan base for like 100 years. Net benefits of listening to Celine Dion. Absolutely. Cannot counter a transmuted dizzy spell. So we'll see what they go for. They're going to brainstorm. Okay. And they're choosing not to Boilerworks. Being wary of the LD on my side. I'm really appreciating that some candid Celine Dion discussion happened tonight, everyone. We just all appreciate that. Draw bolts. Okay. I think I'm going to bolt face because we have PauperRBust. Trigger, put him to 13. What do we draw? Firebrand Archer. Awesome. Play Firebrand Archer. Play a Mountain and Preordain. Leave a Pyroblast. We will top and bottom. Pass the turn. Oop, attack, actually. Now pass the turn. I don't know. Does Radical Idea flashback Radical? I guess if they don't have blockers and we have Pyroblast back up here. Oh man, well, have fun. Have fun with it. I did a blind run of Undertale that was really sweet. It was a lot of fun. I think I should do that. I think I should still do some blind runs of games. Ooh, snap. Nope. Nope. Trigger. So I have 2 blue mana. I guess I could counter this. That's probably pretty good. They might have like Dispel or something here. They're going to brainstorm, looking for Dispel. Undertale was really fun. It was really, really fun. Especially because like it was one of the first games I ever streamed. So I kind of allowed myself to lean in to like the streaming kind of mentality, like get really into it. You know what I mean? That could have been kind of loose there. Because if they have Dispel here and Snap resolves, then they can go off. But I think we got them. Pondere. All right, so we should have them here. So Radical Idea. I thought you were going to find a Dispel. I was nervous. Okay, so we're going to go to combat and attack. We can do all this instant speed. Boom, boom. Put him down to 3. Kind of going to deal an unnecessary amount of damage here, but I want to be sure. So Radical Idea, triggers. And found an island. Radical Idea, pitch, Fiery Temper. Boom goes the dynamite. So that's how I wanted it to play out, but I think like should have kept it the hard cast theme with Fiery Temper. Oh no, it sucks that you can't look at the match, the conversation afterwards. No, sister harem anime. It's like a genre of anime. It's actually really classy. You know, there's like sisters, and it's like a harem, and it's anime. So it's like sister harem anime. I'm gonna keep this. Preordain, the cure of all ills. Completely unlucky because we're on the draw. PauperRBust evolving. Preordain. Oh, Terry, I'm sorry, brother. I'm already in against PauperRBust, but you know I'm always good with it. If we go fast, I might be able to get you. All right, so bottom both of these. Have no need for any more red spells. Accumulated knowledge is at least something to do if we don't find red mana. No, not your sister. I don't even know if you have a sister. It's just sisters in general. Like there's, you know, you guys don't get it. You guys have obviously never seen a sister harem anime before. You guys are obviously not people of culture. This is not good. This is not good. PauperRBust is just going to... Thank you for the games, Ionalien. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming through. It was nice to see your... Terry, don't tell the stream that. They'll never let you live it down. Opponent's going to divest, so we actually shouldn't accumulate knowledge yet. No, I sure haven't have any culture. Well, you just go to this website called My Anime List and start tracking all of the anime you're obviously watching, and you'll get there. You'll become a person of culture. Man, and it was consistent in the first place. My favorite thing about that Freed from the Real deck was how you just like start comboing off on turn 4 and you just don't stop. Like if your opponent can do something about you trying to combo, okay guys, we're probably dead. If your opponent can do something about you trying to combo, you just start going off again. Like on the next turn. It was a really cool deck. I liked it a lot. Especially now you got a 5-0 with it. You got it under your belt. You're doing some like good tuning. 3 cards in hand. These wild mongrels are just going to kill us soon. We're playing the value game on all islands. Name an anime you watch. I actually did. I watched a lot of anime. So before I started streaming, when I had a lot more time on my hands, I watched a ton of anime. I would like, one of my favorite things to do was to like come home and just like goldfish pauper decks or like play in the tournament practice rooms and watch a ton of anime. And like specifically like try to keep up with a whole season of anime. You know what I mean? Like watch every anime that comes out for a whole season. And it's honestly exhausting. It's kind of stressful. I had to start keeping like lists. Oh man, Graveyard Hate. I thought you guys weren't going to see how bad we are against Graveyard Hate. Yeah, Lynx. Yeah. Germfather. All right, we're actually mega dead. Apparently we're mono blue tonight. I totally got lucky in every other match where... Oh man, what do we even bring in? We got 4 Hydroblasts in the board. Dispel's not going to do anything. Brainstorm's probably a little bit... Fiery Temper's probably not good either. So we'll take that out. And we'll go a little closer to stock. So we could have had this configuration in the league. Sonic Assault was just like not good, eh? Some of my favorite anime series, Shokugeki no Soma is definitely way up there. I love Shokugeki no Soma. That show is sweet, and I feel pretty guilty for not keeping up with it. There's ReZero was really good. Probably kind of showing you like when I watched anime, because all these were quite popular when I was following it really closely. ReZero was really good. The one with like Subaru, is that the main character's name? And like Rem and Ram were the twins in it. That was a cool show. What were some of the other ones I really enjoyed? Honestly, it was kind of like self-deprecation at sometimes. Like I would watch like slice of life animes. Like I would watch like what's that game? It was like Good Game or something, or like New Game. Is it New Game? It's about like this girl that like I think it's something like that, or like Gamers or something, exclamation point. Dude, JoJo makes me feel weird things about like manly looking men that don't act that way. All right, we got screwed on red mana last time, so we're gonna keep JoJo is just too much for me, dude. Like I'm all for like provocative media and stuff like that, but like it's just like the lips. It's like watching Dragon Ball Z if like Dragon Ball Z had way bigger lips in it. So we're gonna bottom mountain, we're gonna top an island because we want to gush. Oh yeah, I probably should have watched Samurai Shamlu. And also or wait, is that the one? What's the one with the sweet soundtrack that everybody talks about all the time? I think that might be Samurai Shamlu. Oh man, Mob Psycho. Do not let me forget to drop Mob Psycho. That show was sweet. Mob Psycho was like, that's definitely number 1. I watched the show Kizuna that was really good one summer too. It's the same people that did Kill la Kill, and I really enjoyed Kill la Kill. See, there's just so much anime. Like how are you supposed to watch this much anime? All right, so we're probably not blocking with Thermal Alchemist, but I was going to... Yeah, so we'll Augur. I think we'll end up blocking with Augur here. Cowboy Bebop. That was one of the ones as well. Fiery Temper's okay. If we have to get them to trade a card with Fiery Temper later on, then that will be good. Incoming hate. Yeah, here it comes. No, I haven't watched Samurai Shamlu. Irikun, I'm glad you're still here, though. I'm glad you're still here to vindicate the Samurai Shamlu fans out there. Shamplu. Oh, hit me with it, Lenkenzi. Hit me with it. I have nothing against it, honestly. Dude, I listen to like me and Double X Nasty were talking about how we listen to, man, imagine they make me pitch Fiery Temper. Me and Double X Nasty were talking about how we like legitimately listen to My Chemical Romance. I can't be out here saying that I'm like not doing cringy stuff. But like I do like that shit. I do like My Chemical Romance first record. I'll die on that. I'll die on that hill, man. Did that one song? I think it's like the second track on that one. You know what? And like I was there too. Yeah, I've seen Attack on Titan. That's a good one. Another Augur. Okay. So the thing is, it's going to be an Augur Radical idea here. So we're going to Augur. Attack with Therma Alchemist. Imagine. Take Preordain. I don't even know if we want to hit our land drops here, so I don't think I'm going to cast Preordain. I think I'm just going to Radical Idea so that we can flash it back, pitch a Fiery Temper, try to get another card out of their hand next turn. But yeah, like, it's fine. It's totally fine. The weird thing is that, like, I always really liked My Chemical Romance, but I never transitioned into, like, full emo, and I'm kind of sad I didn't. Like, I wish I listened to more, like, oh, God, Pulse of Marasa, no. This hill is so steep. I never transitioned to, like, American football or, like, the other emo bands, and I kind of wish I would have done it earlier. I didn't start listening to that stuff until I, like, moved out of my parents' house to go to university. There's this guy who lived in my house, and he was, like, going full emo on me. But, like, all the girls were way more into, like, the emo look than the skater look that I was trying to pull off. And I was like, that's it. Let's just say anything covers from here on in. Oh, yeah. I know, right, Waltzmark? It was more like hardcore emo mid-20s or early 20s, Jeff. Well, like, it was a good reason to start just, like, being a strictly emo person. It was my first year of university. It was the only reason I even knew how to play guitar in the first place, to get chicks. No! Okay. No big. Fairy Macabre goes down. I think I'm honestly happier to see Fairy Macabre do that than interrupt us this way. Or to just be a creature that attacks. Wonderwall to get the chicks. No, I couldn't. Our beautiful spells. I couldn't. I never did play Wonderwall. I think I made like a really bad cover of Wonderwall at one point. But let's not get too far into that. That's hidden somewhere deep in the internet now. So if you want to go have a look, then you can. Because they have plenty of stuff that they can use for Gurmag Angler next turn. So I think I'm not going to bother making them do anything. Well, that's the thing. Like, I think I've been far enough removed from Wonderwall that I probably could listen to it without being that unhappy about listening to it. And as far as you want. Raven's Crime. I wish I had red mana up right now. Discard Fiery Temper. We can't cast it. Oh man, they could just flash it back. That's bad news. That's bad news, Bernstein Bears. We had so much gas in hand. I never saw Pacific Rim. And I also don't know what Mazinger Z is. Is that just when you tell a really good zinger, but you like tell a zinger so good that you go Super Saiyan at the same time and you're like Kamehameha, the person you're trying to tell the joke, and like you were worried you're going to be awkward in the first place. It's even more awkward because you told such a good zinger that you like Kamehameha a person in the face. Definitely not. What? Why are you yelling at me? I've been saying all kind of weird stuff tonight. There's probably tons of reasons why you would yell at me. So we're going to go ahead and just sack Relic, I think. I'll get rid of that Raven's Crime. No, it's not. No, Oasis has like so many more good songs. Like better songs even. So we'll play Thermal Alchemist. And we're assembling a board here. I have to tap this this Thermal Alchemist. Am I just getting loose, guys? Are we like talking about the good old days and I'm just forgetting how to play this game? So untap my boy, Preordain, top and bottom. Pass a turn. If they want to like discard a card to Wild Mongrel on D to kill an augur, then I think I'm okay with that. It could just be a land, but I mean, so be it. Yep. Oh, they didn't take it. Didn't take the bait. Night Irkun, thanks for coming by, man. And I'm sorry if any offense was F. I'm sorry if that was sweet, man. That was sweet. I deserve that. That was rad. So sorry if I offended anybody with anything I said about actual anything today. You're all wonderful human beings. All right, I think we're going to take some damage off of these wild mongrels because we don't want to risk any of our accelerators. Thank you, thank you. Have an awesome night. Thanks for coming by. It's good to have you. Whoa. Whoa, guys. Slow down, gang. I'm out here just like... You're great too, Irkun. Have an awesome night, man. I'm out here just almost passing through my turn with my red mana. So I don't think they can kill us here, even with another sweep spell. I think we gotta pass. I think if we're in the business of blocking, that'll be next turn. I don't. I read somewhere too that like if you're going to be a streamer, you have to like really lean into your opinions. But like I have a lot of very passive opinions. I'm a lot more passionate about like music, anime. Like I just care more about those things than politics. So. Oh, nice. Right on. Thanks for coming, Emo. Thank you. Some of you could be axe murderers. Man, so long as you don't wear axe body spray, I don't care. You can be like... I can't say that. I was going to say you can be axe murderers, but you can't wear axe. When I only had blue up? I don't know when that was. When was that? Fiery Temper. Well, this is the turn we're going to block. How much damage does Fiery Temper deal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can deal 5 here. It feels good. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a sweet combo. I really like Sink in the Mongrels. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't have been bad. All right, pass turn. Can't cast any spells here. Any cantrips would have done us so well, but I think they can just aggro us out here, especially if they can put some cards into their hands for these wild mongrels. Imagine they like hit us with a duress here and then... Oh, is this Sink? This might be Sink. They thought better of it. Is this an instant? No, it's a sorcery. So they have 3 cards to pitch. I wonder if they can kill us here. It's the mythical Alpha Dogs deck. They are Alpha Dogs, and I don't think we're even going to block the Alpha Dog here. I think they might give us a turn. They could have another pulse. They've resolved 2 pulses so far, and that's like pretty bad for us. We're only going to take 2. Down to 6. Okay. Is this Sink? Thorn? Uh-oh. And they're at 9. Thorn's a pretty good blocker, and now they're also the Monarch. I wish that would have made me discard this Fire Temper. That would have been pretty cute. Something we use our mana with. Looting. That's so awkward. Okay. Tapper Boys. Deal some damage. Yeah, Mountain would have been good, for sure. But I think we're like in an awkward spot here. Oh, so I should have been wishing for lands. That was the real punt right there. Is that I wasn't wishing for lands and I should have been. I just got nervous. I made myself so nervous auto-yielding to the Alchemist triggers there. I was like, I'm going to mess this up. Oh my goodness, deck, buddy. Like, can we please like sit down and have a little chat about you being unfair? Okay, so can't cast that. I always click it. I don't know. Maybe I conditioned myself during like Shadows over Innistrad Limited to just always... They're at 5. So if they block, they take 1 down to 4. So they're not dead. We got another island. I guess we're finding the disadvantages of such a sketchy mana base here now. So we'll just pass. We're still okay. We're still at 6. They might have been at 1. Oh, did I misplay? Oh, yeah. Would have been at 1. Yeah. Sure. So, yeah, they would have blocked. They would have taken 1. And then we could have pinged. They're going to attack with both. They have 4 cards in hand, so either of these is lethal. So we have to block them. So we're going to go 2 blocks. We're going to block with Augur Bolas, and we're going to block with a Thermal Alchemist, and hope they don't have a Shrivel effect. Or just like a way to give these trample. That would also be pretty awkward. And we want our Therma Alchemists around. But I think I'd rather have these ones. Because they attack for 2. No yikes. No yikes. Yes. Please don't yikes. Oh yeah, that's true. Probably shouldn't get too frisky then. I guess I could like tap real low. Wow, that's so gross looking. Blue Wild Mongrel. Nasty. Tap the boy. Blue's Clues. Are we going to solve a mystery today, guys? I just got so serious for a second. I was like, man, this fun match. It was all fun and games until I thought I misplayed. My ego. Dang. Come on, no pulse. They've already resolved 2 pulses. Like, how many pulses are you going to draw this game? It's pretty good against us, granted. Yepping continues. All the different colored mongrels have names. We should run the gambit. Is like Black Mongrel like Black Dog, like the Led Zeppelin song? Because that's pretty sweet. They would be dead to flashback looting. That's correct. So we'll see if they main phase pulse here. Funeral Charm. Imagine it if that was Fiery Temper. They do have their 3 mana up here. Well, we're going to do it. Tap Thermy Boy. Zippity doop doop. Boo wop to doobie doop. Did they get us? Ah, no bamboozle. Perfect. I was okay with that sideboard. Relic didn't really do anything. What would I rather have than Relic? I guess it turns off Pulse when it matters. Dispel would get Pulse. Which is definitely the most important card in this matchup. We all saw just how good Fiery Temper was. Which just wasn't. I think discarding Radical Idea and Accumulated Knowledge to Faithless Looting is pretty much the ceiling. So we'll do it like that. Yeah, it's really cool. This was definitely like a proof of concept. Like, I just wanted to see. I wanted to see what it looked like. Really, like my impression, like a little ways back, I talked about how I felt about it, but I think if you're going to play a Radical Idea deck, it probably looks slower than this. I think this deck has to win quickly before your opponent can deal with all of your easily removable guys that are trying to win the game. But but we're doing okay here in the later evening viewer matches. We got an accelerator. We have removal spells. They have to trade 2 cards to get to save their dogs from these. So I kind of like that. So we're gonna keep. Go get red mana with one of these bad boys. And we probably could use another Brainstorm now that we have more fetches. Post league modifications. We have our Dispel for the first pulse. It's weird that they didn't have any removal magic last game. So what do you think, E-Hustle? Where are you playing your I almost called it Think Twice. Where are you playing your Radical Ideas? People suggested that it should go into whatchamacallit, Blue-Black Exhume. They thought that might be a good place for it. And I kind of agree. I think it'd be sweet. Throw stuff into your bin. Oh man, the Pulse mana. Playing scared. Ugh. Alright, well, we're going to do some thinning, at the very least. Let's run out blue mana. Go to combat and attack. Who knows how many islands we'll have to ship away in the future. I guess we're just going to get one with an Ash Barrens. Probably not discarding 3 islands here. Call to the Netherworld. That sounds really familiar. Oh, cool. Time to grab some playsets. The price is doing nothing but going up. 2 main deck Flame Slashes. Feeling pretty cozy in the hand here. 4 mana. They're going to sweep us good. Well, here go our islands. Here go all the lands. We are going to do some thinning for thinning purposes. Picks up, picks up, picks up. So we're going to discard 3. We'll discard all lands. Boom. 3 cheers for flooding out. And that's a pretty good little bit of insurance getting us drawing again. And adds a little clock to the board as well. This is such a cool card. I feel like sweep is such a busted mechanic. You can put so many cards into your hand. That's okay, Matador. Thank you very much, man. Thank you so much. 3 cheers for flood. I appreciate that, Matador. Thanks, man. And I think we'll go down to spell. They can't cast it this turn. We don't have any accumulated knowledges in the bin, so let's go preordain. I don't think they're going to make us pitch again anytime soon. Get a Firebrand Archer trigger. We would like to find another... I don't know if I want my 4th land or not. I think I do want this Radical Idea. I don't think I want another land. Pass the turn. We want accelerators. Like, we have our 1 mana for Dispel for next turn. We get to Radical Idea on their end step. There's Wild Mongrel. That's not a big deal. So probably see them pitch some lands here. We will try to Flame Slash it. Maybe we can find another red source. So let's preordain. Alchemist, okay. That makes it a little harder. So I'm going to top Alchemist, bottom Evolving Wilds. And we are going to try to Flame Slash the Mongrel. If they want to pitch 3 cards to save it, then so be it. Just let it go. Okay. Sweet. I'm leaving up to spell for the Pulse. I think that's what's coming. Oh, is it Gurmfather? Father, why have you forsaken me? All right, run out Angler. Pass the turn. Or sorry, run out Thermal Alchemist. We do not have Anglers. And yeah, we're going to have to make quick work of them here. Or we're dead to Gurmfather. Oh, is this Sync again? Thorn, okay. Thorn also pretty good against the Radical Idea deck. They're just going to go no attacks, maintain the Monarchy. They will maintain the Monarchy. All right. All right, turn comes back. Brainstorm. Okay, so Alchemist we're going to Brainstorm over our Radical Ideas here. Just lets us do more stuff. Our opponent's at 8. So we keep land, we can Radical Idea and Flame Slash, but that doesn't really do anything. So I think I'm going to keep Archer here. We'll go Radical Idea, land on top, and run out Firebrand Archer, and then pass the turn. So this is their window to get their Pulse, which really sucks, but maybe I shouldn't have done that there. Could have played it next turn, got the land, and then won, but we'll see. See if they have Pulse. Grixis Sonic Assault with Fish Daddy. It was pretty cool. Like the one turn that Sonic Assault was doing what Sonic Assault is supposed to do. It was pretty good. But we just kind of never. We only got to do it the once. Ooh, Crypt Rats. Always love me a good Crypt Rats. There's Infernal Harvest. Oof. Okay, pretty big oof there. Cool. All right, down go the Archers. Greedy plays get ya. They're going to divest, take our other Thermal Alchemist. Yikes. And I guess they'll see the Flame Slash, so they know what we're representing on the backswing. There's a Bog to get rid of our Think Twices. Well, we didn't cast one, but all right, well, all of those are gone. Whenever you read Grixis, you get goosebumps. Man, what a good video series. Or good TV series. I know there were books first, too. Why did I tap this? They're going to Ash Barrens. Okay, so we're going to Flame Slash this. Steal the Monarchy. Hopefully find some burn spells. Leave up Dispel plus Radical Idea until their end step. Part of me kind of wants to hold on to this land. But we're going to draw a card with our Monarch trigger, so hopefully that helps us win here. We do have to protect against this Pulse Marasa. All right, pass the turn. Leave all our stuff up. Draw an extra card. It's a Radical Idea. So we're okay giving them the Monarch back here. If they have targeted removal for Thermal Alchemist, we're obviously in trouble, but... Yep, Grandfather gets in. We go to 10. Okay. Can we win next turn? I don't think we can. We can't cast 5 spells, right? Cast a good number of Radical Ideas. I think they're incentivized to play something to stop us from getting the Monarch back this turn because... Oh, man. Okay. Target player discards a card. So we will discard Radical Idea. Raven's Crime with Flashback. Gonna be Radical Idea. Every time. And is this the Pulse? Chainer's Edict. Okay. So we will sack Augur. And 1 mana, Retrace. Sure. So I think we are going to cast Radical Idea here. It gets us our Thermal Alchemist trigger, and we can discard whatever we draw. We're going to hold on to this Dispel because we have to survive for another turn. We could just draw Burn Spell, and then we'll pitch Dispel. Firebrand Archer. Okay. Now I kind of want to pitch Dispel. So if they have Pulse of Marasa, then I effed up. Ooh, they have the Fairy. Okay. So there goes the Radical Ideas. Ugh. Okay. So we will pitch Dispel. And they get to draw an extra card. Hopefully they didn't find that Pulse. We find another Archer. All right, so we play Firebrand Archer and pass the turn. We would have had him. Here comes the Pulse, too. Oh, my goodness. Always. Always got to get burned. And we're going to go to 5. Discard our Radical Ideas. Oof. They have balls. We never should have discarded Dispel. I have regrets. Tax us down to 5. Yeah, I have regrets. This Firebrand Archer has to deal 6 damage now, or we didn't make it. Raven's Crime. Okay. Yep. Discard Archer. What do we draw? Accumulated Knowledge. That's an okay start. So go to combat, attack with Archer for 2. And we're going to do stuff on our turn because they could have an opportunity to cast another. I think we're going to do it on our end step, maybe. There is a chance, albeit not a big one. So Alchemist, Accumulated Knowledge. I think we got a rip here. And what do we draw? Augur. Well, Augur is a blocker. So that means we get to continue being the Monarch. And our opponent's at 4. I think we just take Bolt. Bolt might win us the game. Radical Idea gets us more triggers. I guess they could have a land in hand to make us discard it. Could be an incentive to not keep it there. Well, there's something to discard to that. Gonna go straight through to combat. Swing, swing, swing from a All-American Rejects, everybody. National treasure. No more pulses. No more pulses. No more pulses. None. 0 pulses. Oh my goodness. What? Okay. You don't like that song? Oh man, that's too bad. I'll just have to sing it all the time. Swing, swing, swing. What? There's no way. Do they have another pulse? Come off it. Okay, they're going to Fairy Macabre. Just hard cast. All right. And... oh my goodness, why? Why would they do that? That seems like an unfair thing to do. Did we get him? I think we got him. So we untap. Oh, we got the bolt. That was so close. Thanks for the games. Was a pleasure. Yeah, we got him. All right, sweet. So we'll finish it off. Give Thermal Boy a good tap for good measure. And there it is. Welcome back, PauperRBust. Thank you for the games, man.